welcome back. In this video we're going to be touching off a Z position with the probe. And now in the previous videos I kind of explained how to use the probe for X and Y, and also how to use the probing program for that. And in my last video I explained how to touch off a Z with this. Just kind of the idea is use a known tool length to kind of determine a specific point. And the reasoning for that is I need to be able to tell how far off the probe is. It might not be quite right. And the reason I have to do it this way is because I can't use a tool setter. Just because my tool setter sensor, it's spring loaded, and so is the probe. So if I have the probe ends up getting compressed while touching off on the setter, then I don't really get a accurate length of the probe, just because the actual length of the probe is just the way it sits. So I'll sort of show you the method. I want to pull out the probe. As I demonstrated in the last video, we touched off this plate here with the dowel pin, and I'm going to essentially do the same thing with the probe. Now this is sort of a demonstration on how to use the probe to touch off a Z, but also how to check it. And by checking it, you will also know how to touch anything off of it. So before you begin, sort of position your probe in manual mode, just slightly above whatever you're trying to touch. And once you get into programming it, you'll be able to position it the same way you would any other tool. So we want to keep this, turn that off, come into edit, program edit, and I'm looking at the same program as before. And I want to, I already set this up, but for a Z touch, this is A9, and I want to compare whatever this probe does to what I did with my dowel pin. So I'm going to use G55, which would be S2, as sort of demonstrated down here, where G54 is S1, and then it goes up to S6, which is 59. So everything in between is like a direct correlation. So 55 will be S2, 56 is S3. I've mentioned this already. So we're using S2. You don't need any Z or anything like that unless you're getting kind of advanced. So we're just gonna run this program. We'll go into memory. I'll type in 123. It's my program number, and we're gonna run this. Turn this down. Yeah. So turn that on. Run that. Alright, it's done. So now I want to go into data bank, workpiece coordinate 0. I want to compare these two. Now they're, as you can tell, they're close, but they're off by about 3 thou and 2/10. So that means since this one is lower, that means the probe is too short in the tool length page. So I want to extend it 3 thou and 2/10. So I'll go do that. Get out of here. You can save or can't, or not save. It doesn't really matter in this situation. Go to tool data, tool list. The probe's in tool 21, so I'm on page on 21, and I want to subtract 3 thou and 2/10 from that. I want to hit add. Should be right. So completion mode, save. I'll go back into memory on the program. I'll run that again. Alright. Come back into here. Now if they're the same, then I did it right. If it went the same distance the other way, then I did it wrong. I always forget. Oh, this is the wrong page. Get out of here. Workpiece coordinates. So, yep, there it is. I have 5.8768 on my dowel pin pickup, and then same thing over here for my probe pickup. So now I know that my probe is accurate, and I can use that any way that you see fit. Thanks for watching, and I hope that helped.